Hi everyone, my name's Amanda and I'm a tarot and oracle card reader, a developing medium, among other things. So, as I say with all my videos, especially on these spiritual topics, please take what resonates for you, what feels true for you, and simply leave the rest. Today's topic is a little bit of a sticky one, pain. Let's talk about pain. Particularly, I'd like to talk about the benefits of sitting with and feeling your pain completely. This is a big lesson that I've learned in the last few years, is the more that you try to push down, numb out, or delete your pain, the more it keeps coming back around. So when something is festering and is not healing, it stays with us and it keeps cycling back around until we're able to clear it. So the most important thing I learned about pain is to get really comfortable with being uncomfortable. So those icky, sticky, gross feelings that you hate, when they come up, we have to train ourselves to sit with them, honor them, and experience them instead of trying to get rid of them all the time. And at first it might feel worse, but I promise you that the more you practice this, the easier it will get. That's just been my experience and the experience of others that I know and trust. So we can't heal, grow, or expand if we're ignoring or numbing out the problem. So a lot of times what people do is when they're feeling a lot of pain, grief, struggle, the first thing they do is turn to that substance, that addiction, whatever it is. Some people use food, some people use drugs, alcohol, some people use TV, video games, sex, you name it. When uncomfortable feelings come up and we're not sure how to deal with them, we try to find something to distract us or numb away the pain. That's human. This isn't a judgment, and certainly I've done it too. So this, please don't hear any type of judgment coming from me. I just think we have to acknowledge it. We have to see it, the pattern in ourselves, in order to change it. So the first thing that we have to do is really look within and look at ourselves clearly and say, what are the things we do to avoid our pain, and what other choices can we make? You know, we have to acknowledge, feel, and sit in our pain. That to me is the first step towards change. We can't heal whatever we're suffering from if we're not facing it. I also really believe that our pain is a gift. I feel that our souls call to us most clearly in our pain. When we're content, we are not empowered to make a change. Unfortunately, that's how humans work. When we're discontented is when the greatest potential for growth and change happens. So I think it's really important to start seeing the challenges in our life as a gift. And when something's a gift, then we receive it openly and we allow it to be what it is. I've also found a lot of people in my life are nurturers, healers, givers, open-hearted, compassionate, loving people. But a lot of times what happens when we're open-hearted, compassionate, loving people is we receive the messaging that we are to be there for everyone else and show up for ourselves last. So what happens is we absorb the pain of other people without processing our own experience, and we feel as though we have to put up this facade of strength even when we're going through something difficult. Like you have to be a solid rock, and yet when you need someone, you feel like you can't reach out. And I think that's the biggest misconception about what being a healer, a lover, anybody who is here on this earth to make it better. I think this message is really important for all y'all who are going through that experience, that feeling guilty for asking for help or needing support. Receiving is just as important as giving. Just as important. So what I really believe to be true is that if you can hold the space for the pain of others, then you also deserve to hold space for your own pain, and you also deserve support. So it's not always about being there for everyone else at the expense of your own soul. And frankly, you can't be there for anybody else if you aren't addressing your own pain first. So that, I think, is just a really important message for a lot of you out there, is you can't be everybody's superhero unless you're putting your cape on for you first. I also think that it's really important to understand our own limitations, to not try to go it alone. So if you're going through a big life transformation in whatever capacity that is, whatever struggle, pain, grief, anxiety, whatever is going on in your life that you're struggling with, I think it's important to find the people who can support you through that. Whether that means a therapist, a medical professional of some kind, whether that means some kind of spiritual healer, guide, mentor that you trust. I think there is great power in recognizing when you can't heal something on your own. I also want to say that I feel like a lot of the world's trouble comes from people feeling that they are alone in their experience, in their suffering, that they have to do life by themselves without support. You are not, and you will never be alone. Whether you feel alone or not, you aren't. That's just for me, that is just truth. And I think more people need to know that. You can feel alone without being alone. You're not. You're never helpless. You're never without the ability to face a situation. I really don't think we're ever given any circumstance that we aren't built and equipped to handle. You have all the tools to move through whatever experience you're going through. But it might take some bravery. And I think that bravery comes from exactly what I started off the video talking about, is that being brave enough to take a good, long, honest look in the mirror and walk towards what makes you uncomfortable, go into the pain instead of trying to skirt around it or shrink it. I really promise you that if you train yourself to do this, your life will get better. And I'm saying that from personal experience of really getting honest with myself about the things that I was doing to sabotage myself. Really going into experiences that were scary, painful, daunting. And instead of choosing to walk away, I walked towards. So whoever this message is for, know that I'm here supporting you. This isn't easy. But I really think that the more we address our own wounding, our own pain, the greater capacity we have to love and show up for the world in the best way that we can. So that's kind of all my thoughts that I have on that today, but I'd really love to hear your opinion, your experience, what you think about what I've had to say. Comment below. Let me know where your heads are at. And as always, if you are resonating with the things I'm saying, I would love to work with you. Please feel free to message me through my website, my Facebook page. I'd love to read for you if you feel called to do that. So I'm going to end it there, and I just wish all of you the best, and go forth.